Um, I want to do a follow up on Owen Benjamin uh, and with the news about Steph Curry saying that we didn't go to Mars. I mean, that we didn't go to the moon. Um, One thing about Owen Benjamin, one time I sent him a message about Trevor Noah getting slipping in a whole segment as an advertisement on my YouTube when I was watching something at work and I couldn't get to it to press skip. And it's funny how he did a comedy segment and it was a commercial, but it was a comedy segment. And the other thing about YouTube, but then he was so in depth, and then I looked at the time. I was like, wow, I think he maybe read my comment because this content is exactly what I was telling him, but it was before. So it was like I was telling him what he had already made a show on, and that's very strange. Um, but anyways, it's kind of have a similar wavelength in that regard to what uh, things kind of sit on our mind, and for the time at the time that it was just the same time. Well, anyway, um, there's one thing he didn't mention in his show about NASA and Steph Curry, and that is that I saw this reporter on YouTube who got to interview Buzz Aldrin and Arms- Armstrong, and both times I think he was assaulted like by both, like each time, or maybe twice by the same one. I think it was Buzz Aldrin kicked him in the ass because he said, "Is it is the mission is the Mars landing is the moon landing um an act, like, or did it really happen? Did you really go to the moon? Because the Van Allen belt or something." Buzz Aldrin fucking kicked him in his ass. He didn't, like, if you think about it, going to the moon is like hitting a BB with a javelin, right? I'm assuming that being able to steer requires an atmosphere. Unless you had perfectly calibrated, like as far as like a spotter and a sniper, like they had perfectly calibrated the conditions for the launch and everything to know that they were gonna intercept the moon's gravity, right? So, and plus they passed through the Van Allen belt, so I mean, they're like gods, you know. The astronauts are gods, and if somebody had come up to me and says, "Is it all fake?" Like I don't need the fame, I don't need the notoriety. I'm just a god. But you just get a smirk out of me, like isn't that curious? Well, go on, run along, don't waste my time. But instead, he was like, uh, "You better get your predications." He was like, "You better fix your predications." He's one of those fake scientist types. You fix your predication. Now all of a sudden, I want to be uh, an English major, but whatever. Um, was that Neil deGrasse? Yeah, that was him. Okay, anyway, uh, yeah, but it was good. I mean, freaking, I'm glad that Seth Curry said that. They're always making people apologize for any old thing. Like what if a motherfucker just want to be wrong about something? Oh, I'm sorry, I was just. Ugh. But then when you think I'm wrong, like, oh, I'm sorry, you already apologized, and they wanted him to acknowledge that that he was wrong, so they want an apology. What kind of motherfucker wants an apology from somebody because of predication or facts, like facts? Like if you can easily say, "Oh, I see what the problem is here. You have a bad facts. Let me get you with a right proper facts." And then, you know, I mean, are you gonna be like, "Oh, that's that guy that was wrong that time about a facts"? Like, okay, I mean, maybe it's important. But no, he was I don't know, like trip. Like if you had really done all that, then somebody said that, then you would be like, yeah, whatever. Like, and he was like, he took serious issue. Like you were, he was like, you're the type of person that is like ruining your culture and like challenging all of our accomplishments. Like you vile motherfucker. Like he's like it's vile. Like I'm not sure. I think he put too much on it, kicking him in the ass. You know. And then that reporter, look at this. There's people who can kick you in the ass, and you can fight them, and it'll be self defense. You kick me in the ass, I socked him. You don't kick me in the ass. But Buzz out, he's a national treasure. You go to Leavenworth, but he was on film, so why didn't he just like sock him or something? Like your ass, he kicked you in the ass, he might have like caught you in the nuts, and that's threatening your bloodline. Like maybe if you're trying to consummate or you're trying to consummate with your wife and you just got kicked in the prostate, oh sock him, sock him. There's no reason why somebody gets to be a national treasure and you can't question him. But it's see the thing is, it's built in. Like the explanation is built in, so I can't explain it. My logic, because I already said like what it do. Or okay, that's fine. I'm going on too long.